Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Chargers coming up next.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Romero
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 3rd and 3.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Romero. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball. Now,
from the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton,
47 yards.
And the Chargers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And Escobar has it left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, Romero. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Here's Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Throwing to start the drive. Romero. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up on a chop. Look at the big man run try here for the extra point. And it's 21-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing to start the drive. Romero.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Flush to his right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47.
Herbert now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice game. Yards that time and another first down. 21-3 is your score after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Miami set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing to start the drive. Romero. The pass caught by Olave. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8.
second and 8.
In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And his kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout is going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Herbert.
And this pass broken up. Now, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now it's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
The coverage by Jack Campbell.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Now a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Herbert with it looking to pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba from 6 yards away. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
From 4 yards out. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here first and 10.
Throwing to start the drive.
Romero. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he comes back with one complete. Just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Dolphins.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now the first carry here for their running back. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Off the play fake. Romero. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Romero looking middle, and that's complete.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Romero.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set. The Charger drive about to get going. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger. yards out.
And the Chargers are pouring it on.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Romero. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Dolphins.
Back to throw. Romero. He's got it. It's Escobar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Romero.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Right back to him on 1st down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 21. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Chris Olave
from 21 yards away.
And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That touchdown was for all the fantasy people out there. May not change the final outcome, but some points were scored, and maybe some of the people at home are really excited to get those.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing to start the drive. Romero. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanket.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Romero. This is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Romero. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Back to throw now on first down.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw. Romero.
To the sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 20. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Looking to throw. Romero. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Romero.
Olave holds it in.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.